Transient time, layers of change, create and destroy, two sides of the same. Transient time, layers of change, create and destroy, two sides of the same. Transient time, layers of change, create and destroy, two sides of the same. This is something that struck me as I was driving through the desert. I pulled over on the side of the road to jot it down because it seemed so simple and yet so profound. Transient time, everything is always in transition. The beautiful red wall cliffs carved from the rain and the wind, but first deposited over thousands of years or millions of years. And these layers of change, you could see the colors in the rocks almost looked like pudding. And it was such a beautiful thing. I thought, wow, transient time, layers of change, just like those rocks. I am in a state of constant flux, of transient time. I'm never quite the same person as I was a moment ago or will be tomorrow or 2 minutes from now even. And layers of change. I change on the outside, the aging of the skin. I change on the inside. And yet there's even more subtle change than that. The mental change, the spiritual change. And transient time, layers of change, create and destroy, two sides of the same. In order to create a beautiful arch, for example, of red rock, there has to be destruction, right? Something has to give. The Earth's crust has to erupt and explode. There has to be tectonic movement to create the forces to build these structures. And then thousands of years, so much time passes, so much change, carving away at what was, ultimately destroying what is, so that something new and beautiful can emerge. Create and destroy, two sides of the same. And much the same in our own hearts, to create and destroy, two sides of the same. To create a more cultivated perspective, we must destroy the self-deception and the things that hold us back. We must face the reality that nothing stays the same. And it is silly to try to stay the same. Indeed, we must embrace change and let go of the expectation that anything would ever stay just as it is right now. The transient time, the layers of change, the create and destroy are two sides of the same. It is life in the here and now that is the beautiful thing. And it was beautiful, so beautiful in fact that it struck me, and I wrote it down, and now I'm sharing that poem with you. Transient time. Transient time, layers of change, create and destroy, two sides of the same. Think about it. Let it sink in, and have a great day.